Everyone thought this would be a normal vacation trip, but nobody knew they had just entered one of the deadliest places on Earth. One by one, people started disappearing. No scream, no warning, just silence. And when they finally discovered the truth, it was already too late, because inside this building, something terrifying was hiding in the dark. The group arrived at the hotel during heavy rain. The roads were flooded, phones barely had signal, and the entire place felt strangely empty. At first, nobody noticed anything unusual. People were laughing, taking pictures, enjoying the trip, but then one girl suddenly froze, looked down at the floor, and saw a snake slowly moving between everyone's feet. At first, they thought it was just one snake, but they were completely wrong. The lights started flickering. Then suddenly, screams echoed through the hallway. One of the workers collapsed to the ground while a giant snake wrapped around his arm. Panic exploded everywhere. People started running in different directions, chairs falling, glass breaking, everyone trying to survive. But the snakes were everywhere, inside the walls, inside the water pipe, even crawling through the ceiling. Group locked themselves inside a room. Nobody spoke. You could hear their breathing, their heart, and strange sounds moving behind the walls. One man tried calling for help. The phone lines were dead. Another person looked outside the window and saw something horrifying. More snakes were entering the building from the floodwater outside. That's when they realized this wasn't an accident. They were trapped. One of the older workers finally revealed the truth. Years ago, this land was built over a giant snake nest. The locals warned everyone never to build here, but nobody listened. Now, after the storm flooded the underground tunnel, the snakes had returned, and they were angry. The group knew they had only one chance to survive: reach the rooftop and wait for rescue helicopters. But getting there wouldn't be easy. Every hallway was filled with danger. Every step could be their last. One by one, they carefully moved through the dark building using flashlights. Nobody made a sound, until suddenly, a giant snake dropped from the ceiling. Everyone started screaming and running. One person slipped on the wet floor. Another got trapped behind a locked door. The snakes were moving faster now, almost like they were hunting them. A young girl started crying. She thought they were all going to die. But then, the quietest guy in the group did something unexpected. He grabbed a fire extinguisher and fought back. Group finally reached the upper floor, but the staircase to the rooftop had collapsed. Below them, hundreds of snakes were slowly crawling upward. Time was running out. Then they spotted an emergency ladder outside the window. One by one, they climbed into the storm. Rain pouring down, wind shaking the building, snakes following behind them. It felt impossible to survive.